Well, Daz, we've got to talk about your team that you support and the team that I played for, Tottenham, moving themselves back into the top four. Really convincing performance against Leicester. I mean, their front three is just ridiculous. I know Kulusevski, good player, but Kane and Son. And I asked a question, and I believe a lot of obviously fans would probably say no. Liverpool fans would probably argue it, which I can understand. But for me, Son gets in any team in the Premier League, and that's ahead of Mane. Don't think he gets ahead of Salah, but I think for consistency, I mean, Son this season has looked unstoppable at times. But you're back into the top four. What do you think? Do you make you guys favourites, or do you still think it's in Arsenal's hands?
It's in both the clubs' hands. It's been Arsenal and Spurs.
Can't be in both their hands.
Of course it
has to be one or the other.
Of course it can be in both, because they still got to play each other. So it's still in Arsenal's hands. It's still in Spurs' hands. Absolutely, it is. And I think being Spurs, you've got to stop relying on other results. You've got to take care of your own results. And today they've done that. You know, it wasn't a convincing performance. You know, Leicester played well.
The finishes were
a joke. The front three. I think Antonio Conte knows what team he has, which is it's a counter-attacking team at the moment, I think. And without Kulusevski and obviously Moura come into the team, I thought they were fantastic going forward. And they kept Leicester out of it when Leicester were attacking. So stop relying on Arsenal's performances, Arsenal's results. Stop relying on teams winning and losing. Take care of your own performances and your own results. Huge game coming up next week with Liverpool, at Liverpool as well.
7:45 on Saturday, that game.
Yeah, and for me, Spurs have to get something out of it, of course, because Arsenal are playing well. If Arsenal get the draw or even lose here, which they're still looking good to take a win, if they lose or get a draw, then you can afford maybe to lose against Liverpool. But Liverpool got the FA Cup final to look forward to. Spurs need to just take care of their own business, and if they do, they'll make it into the top four. It's definitely still in both the clubs' hands.
Do you know what I will say is that obviously Spurs have got a massive goal difference ahead of Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 goals or something. But when you look at the attacking players that Tottenham have got, that's what I mean. They don't necessarily even have to be at their best because they just can score goals from anywhere. But it's going to go down to the wire.
We got a message for you, Darren Bent, from Mick. He said, "Did I just hear Darren Bent say Son would get into any squad in the Premier League ahead of Mane? Having a giraffe, mate. Son is magnificent, no question, but Mane's performing right now, both with one of the best teams in the world and indeed with his country as well." And do you know what? I know our boss here at talkSPORT, and he put it on Twitter, his vote for the Football Writers' Player of the Year was Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
So basically you're questioning the boss of what you just said.
Okay, I'll question the boss. Let me ask a question. If you put Son into Liverpool's team, does he make them weaker?
No.
There you go.
But does he strengthen them if you take Mane out?
Well, he scores more goals than Mane.
The argument that he's doing it in the best team is irrelevant, really, because Son's doing it in an average side as well. So, like you said, if you're putting Son into Liverpool, it doesn't make them weaker. Absolutely not.
Sadio Mane wasn't bad at Southampton, to be fair.
I like Mane. I think he's incredible. He had a bit of a dip, but I'm glad that he's back to his best because he's a top
got
player.
19 Premier League goals this season in an average squad. Let's be honest, Spurs is an average squad that are doing wonders at the moment. 19 Premier League goals. It's an outstanding return.
All right, well, listen, we have been talking about Spurs, and as I said, we want Spurs fans to get involved. 03717 22 33 44. Let's go and speak to Teddy. He's a Spurs fan. Teddy, great result today. What would you like to say?
First of all, how was that not a West Ham free kick? How have they got away with that?
Yeah, agreed.
It was 1-0 when I phoned in, right, and I was pretty confident. That's 2-1, still confident. It's all depending on that game when we play Arsenal, really, isn't it?
Do you know what? I think it is, but I think you played Liverpool the week before that, so I think there could be a gap there anyway between yourselves and Arsenal. So I think that they are two big games for Spurs. I mean, everyone keeps pointing fingers at that London derby, but that Liverpool game before that, because it's not like they're going to be down in tools, because they're still going for all the trophies in every competition. So, I mean, listen, it's going to be exciting. Put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Arsenal's still got to go to Newcastle. They're playing pretty well. I know they lost yesterday, but it's still a tough game.
I think all games are tough now. I honestly believe that. Like Dad said, we can't really pin the game at the North London derby. I mean, Arsenal play Leeds next, who are fighting for their lives, so they need something out of the game. I'm really looking forward to the end of the season. If Spurs don't finish in the top four, Teddy, do you think that's a failure on Spurs' behalf, or are you happy with the Europa League?
Got to take it, haven't we? But nah, I'd rather Champions League, mate. Any day. Any day.
Teddy, are you worried that if Tottenham don't finish in the top four, that Antonio Conte could be tempted away? We're led to believe that his people are already maybe making a pitch for him to be the new PSG manager, possibly
Not at all.
Pochettino coming the other way?
No, not at all. I think them reports are absolutely fake. They've been confirmed by Conte himself that they're fake recently.